you all? Hope you all are fine and doing well and you're reading well. So on last video, I discussed about the important topics, those which we said and those which are very important for upcoming exam from chapter 6 to chapter 10. So today I will start from chapter 11 and the last chapter, up to the last chapter, chapter 15. So without wasting time, let's get started. I hope you have already taken your science, insert science book and a pencil and you're ready to give the tick mark on the special topic and the important topic from your book. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start from chapter 11. Chapter 11, it is elaborated based on work and energy. You know that work and energy, it is fully based on physics. Okay, so that's why we are till now in physics, and physics means numericals are there. Number two is the units, and the standard units are already there, as well as few mathematical calculations are already there, and a very few theoretical parts are there. So all such four things are there in the physics. So you must have to get ready for it. You have to get all the conception in a better way. So here, if we observe at first the work, it is elaborated at the work and too much, not much work in spite of working hard. This topic is not going to be very important, but you can read it. Okay, as well as if I say for the scientific conception of the work, mainly the constant work on any substance, how do force created on it and what type of work used to occur. Okay, so such formula or such topic is going to be very important. Okay, the at a stretch work on insults, or you can say that the work done by a constant force, when a constant force is created on any substance to work on it. Okay, this topic is going to be very important, and this topic is also related with the mathematical calculations. You have to practice it, as well as the numericals also are there based on this matter. As well as if I say for this topic, that is there nothing except the energy. So work is up to that. After that, energy starts, and we know that basically two energies are present in the world and in any human beings or any planking or animal. Those two are the kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, so kinetic energy and potential energy, how it is formed in a body, and what is the mathematical calculations of it. How do we express the kinetic energy and the potential energy? So this topic is going to be very important. Any one energy, okay, any one between these two are is coming in your upcoming exam. Okay, so that's why get ready for it. The next topic that is related to it, it is all about the potential energy. Okay, potential energy we have discussed, and the law of conservation of energy, how to conserve the energy. We know that energy cannot be created nor be defeated, or cannot be wiped out from any substance, from any source of a body. Okay, but it can be changed from one energy to another energy. So such type of conservation of law, it is going to be very important, and you have to memorize this, as well as the chemical, the mathematical calculations. Okay, along with the formula, you have to memorize this. So in such manner, entire part is completed means the rate of doing work, and the commercial energy that we use in our house, in the large factories, in large business areas. Okay, MNCs. Okay, so everywhere there is a electrical energy. So how do electrical energy can be conserved? Okay, so, and what is the mathematical calculation of it? This topic you have to read it and you have to understand the concept on it. That's it. So, except the primary part of the work, you can go for the entire part of this chapter, those which are going to be very important to you. Why? Because though theories are not so important, but the mathematical formulas, the mathematical calculations are going to be very important to you, and questions are the numerals may come from there. Okay, so that's a get ready for it. Let's go for the next chapter, chapter 12. Chapter 12 is totally included with the topic sound. We know that sound is a basic matter that helps to listen to us by our sense organ. Those are known as the ears. Okay, so here we will start the entire topic of the sound and how to sound created, and when sound used to vibrate or it used to move in the air. We know that it contains, or it always moves through the medium. The medium could be the solid or liquid or gas. Okay, but the sound needs such type of mediums to vibrate itself. Okay, so that's why, as sound is a kind of sound is a kind of particle that is fully invisible, but it has a wave like structure, or you can say that it has a kind of frequency, and through that very frequency it used to move either from the solid substance, either from the liquid substance, or from the gaseous substances. That's why medium are very very important, as well as what type of sound is present. That is the number one, soft sound, and number two is loud sound, and what is the exact structure, the graphical structure of it, all those structure, as well as the information, the details on these are going to be very important to use the structures of the soft sound, loud sound. Okay, moderate sound you have to understand in the air when it is moving or it is flowing from its source. Okay, as well as here you are going to read the propagation of sound, how do sounds propagate from one place to another, and how can we understand the sound is coming in a very soft or moderate or very loud in that manner. Then it is saying about the sonar. What is sonar? The sound navigation. Okay, sound navigation and the ranging. Sound navigation and ranging. So this entire part is known as the sonar. It means that when sounds are used or sound are being taken by us to understand that from where it is coming. So navigate, for the navigation also, the sound is very very important and works too much. Okay, mainly under the sea, under the ocean. Got it? And for the far distances anywhere, sound makes a kind of part that helps to navigate that very places. Okay, as well as we know about the on the we know about ultrasound. Okay, ultrasound. So what is ultrasound and how it is make the frequency in the air as well as in water, we have to understand from this topic. So these topics are also going to be very important. From there you must have to read from it. Okay, as well as the ultrasound is completed, then where such ultrasounds are used, that is also very important. And the last but not the least, that is the human ear. As we know that these are our sense organs, and these sense organs helps to listen to the sound. Okay, so which internal combinations of these parts are here, that's why it has ability to absorb the sound from the outside and helps to listen to it in a proper manner. So internal structure of the ear we have to read from here. So this structure of the diagram is going to be very important. Okay, this topic is very less numerals, means the numericals are very less in manner, because formulas are of very less manners. That's why it is. But theory is given there, as well as the diagram of human ear, it is already present. So you must have to practice on it. Numerals you have to practice on it. There is a unit cells you have to practice on it, as well as few other theories are there, like ultrasound, then the frequency, then the movement of the sound in different mediums, their graphical structure. So such theories you have to practice from this topic. Okay, that's it. Let's go for the next chapter. Chapter 13, why do we fall ill? Look, again we have come to the biology. Okay, so why do we fall ill? We know that there are different diseases are present around, that is the communicable and non-communicable diseases. Okay, communicable diseases it helps to carry the germs from one to another body easily. It's out very easily. For example, COVID that you have seen. Okay, so not only COVID but also many other germs of the different diseases are present. Those which are around us. Got it? And it is to attack us, our body, and helps to suffer. Okay, that's it. So we must have to increase, or we must have to immune ourselves in a proper manner day to day basis. That's it. So from here, the two type of diseases you have to read, the communicable and non-communicable, and how do the diseases by the germs it used to communicate from one body to another body. So such details are given there. You have to read from here, and how can we make our body as a healthy body or disease-free body. So this process is also going to be very important to you. Then if disease occurs in our body in a, suppose in an acute manner, okay, or in malignant manner, so how can we treat them. So all such matters are written here. Okay, in the infectious and non-infectious, acute, malignant. So such disease and the germs those which are present, all those germs figures. I think figures are not so much important, but the theories are very important, because in biology, theory and diagrams, these two are going to be very important always. But from this topic, I think most probably you will get the theory, okay, theory based question. Suppose for example, infectious disease, non-infectious disease, okay, then communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, okay, and how do communicable diseases commute from one body to another body, okay, how do in non-communicable diseases comes or occurs in our body, so and how can we treat them, okay. So such questions may come from this topic. There is no other things except this, as well as the organ specific and tissue specific manifestations. Means sometimes some particular organs gets affected in a body. Okay, so how does it happen? So these also a kind of question it may come. Then principles of treatment. What is the actual principles of the treatment for it for different kinds of diseases, communicable and non-communicable, infectious, non-infectious, okay, acute, so all such matters. Next, how to prevent the communicable diseases. As we know that many of the precautions or the protocols were given by the doctors, okay, during the COVID time. For it. So all such type of protocols are also present for different type of communicable diseases. So we must have to read it from here, and we must have to get the concept from there, because it is also going to be very important. That's it. There is nothing except the last one, that is the immunization. As we know that the immunity power is the most preferable thing to protect our body, like a outer shield on our body, so that no communicable diseases can touch us, okay. So all these matters you have to read, and you have to understand, and you have to get the concept from here. There is no diagram, I think, so far, and only topics are given there, and the topics are very related to us. Nowadays it is going to be very related to us, so I think you need to be very worried on this topic. You just read for 2 to 3 times, and you will get the entire concept on this matter. That's it, okay. So let's go for chapter 14. Chapter 14 is all about the natural resources. Natural resources means the inexhaustible resources. Which are the inexhaustible resources? For example, the sunlight, the air, the water, okay, then the minerals which are present in the soil, okay, and then the oxygen gas, basically, that are very important to us, and that helps us to be alive. And the ozone layer, how it is protected, and it makes a kind of a shawl around the atmosphere, and protect us from the UV rays of the harmful rays of from the sun. Okay, so that's all are present in the or included in this topic, chapter 14. So here, this chapter is biologically going to be very important to us, and from in this topic mainly we are going to read about the air. Okay, air, water, minerals. So what is air, and how do air move in the atmosphere, and what type of air, in which consistency it is present in the atmosphere. So these are going to be important, as well as how do airs are useful for us, okay. And air pollution, along with this, it is also related that how we know that day after day air is polluting itself, okay. So which are the measures to be controlled, so that the air pollution can never be increased in near future, as well as it is already given about the water, a wonder liquid, okay. So what is water, how it is look like, and how it is going to be very wonder liquid to us, and for the other kingdoms like plant kingdoms, and another except us the other animal kingdoms as well, okay. And few aquatic bodies are also present in the water. So how do they remain, how, what is their habitat? So all such matters, very common matters, as you have already read. So such matters you are going to get again, or you can say that it's a kind of revision of the revised part, okay. You are going to revise here. That's it. Along with this, the water pollution is also present, got it. And how to control the water pollution. So this matter is also present, you have to read. Then the minerals, how do minerals occur inside the deep underground, and how do minerals are extracted from there, and all such minerals are used for making the different types of things, okay. So that matter is already present over there, as well as oxygen mainly, or the basically it is given among all the gases. Oxygen is going to be very important gas to us. And what is oxygen, how it is extracted, and how do we respire oxygen, okay. And then the ozone layer, how do ozone layer form in the atmosphere, okay, and the ionosphere, and what is its function, and how does it helps to survive the entire plant and animal kingdom. okay, from the UV rays of the sun. So all such matters we are going to read from this topic. And so from here you can easily say that there is no calculations, there is no mathematics. It means only theory is present. So theory based chapter it is. So you have to get the concept only. That's it. Okay, let's go for the last chapter of your book. Chapter 15, or the last chapter from a book, that is improvement in food resources. Improvement in food resources. Look, first chapter in class 8, we read about the crop production management, right? So in chapter 1, crop production management, we read about the production of the different crops like the rice, wheat, pulses, and any other vegetables, and how do the different steps. It means the agricultural practices we used to maintain, or farmers used to maintain, so that they can get the high quality or good quality crops. Okay, after harvesting. So in such matter, or connecting to that matter, the last chapter is given in class 9. That is the improvement in food production. Okay, so how can we improve the production of food? We know that farmers are farming and they are harvesting a huge number of food, but if we observe, so it will be get result that in or per season basically farmers are harvesting only one or two particular type of crops. It means that on that very season only one or two particular crops are available in the market, but it never be done. We must have to think for the other vegetables also, other crops also. It means that if we go for a solo farming, if we go for the multi farming. Okay, multi farming means, suppose in one field, if we cut it, or if we make it into two houses, or if we make it into three or four houses, and if you go for cultivation of different crops in one particular field, so at a time we can get the different type of vegetables from there. Okay, so it's also a kind of farming, a very unique farming. So in such manner, different improvements are giving over there towards the cultivation process. Now if we say for the fertilizer, yes, we used to give the different nutrients, okay, towards to the crops. So whatever nutrients, basically earlier it was given the humus or the manure or the organic fertilizer, but nowadays to get a huge number or huge quantity of crops in a very short time, people use the inorganic fertilizer, the chemical fertilizers. And as we know that the humus or the organic fertilizers are best ever for the human body or any other herbivores, as well as or rather than the chemical fertilizers. But as people are nowadays are getting huge earning, okay, day after day, only by selling their harvested products. So that's why they always go for the chemical fertilizers, as chemical fertilizers helps to grow the plants and to grow their crops in a very short time. Whereas the organic fertilizer or manure gives a quite long time to grow the plants and grow their crops. Okay, so that is the matter you have to read from there. As well as it's in, based on their irrigation. Yes, irrigation or the providing of water to the crops, it should be in a periodical manner. Sometimes we observe that sometimes farmers are getting unable to give the water properly, so once their entire crops or the entire crops will getting rotting, okay, on that matter, as the plants are not getting the actual water that is needed by themselves, so that time it gets rot or it gets spoiled. Okay, so we must have to think about the irrigation, because periodically, day to day, we farmers must give the water, provide the water to the crops. That's it. You have to read from this topic. As well as before the crop cultivation, we must have to set the particular area where crop can grow very well. It means we have to set up, we have to locate the actual area where field is fully okay, and the nutritious matter is also present over there, as well as nitrogenous, means soil is very fertile and porous. Okay, all such matters, all such conditions, we must have to follow it. That's it. And after that, we must have to harvest the crops and must have to go for storage. It means the crop storage matter is also a very important part after the harvesting of any type of crops, because the entire quantity of crops cannot be have at one time. Okay, so that's why you must have to store them in a good storage where moisture is not present, where bacteria or small germs or small insects are not present. Okay, that's it. So in a germ free area, you must have to contain or store the crops for future. That's it. Now, if we go for the animal husbandry, yes, in animal husbandry, we know that cattle farmings are there. Cattle farmings nowadays also in remote areas, remote villages, it is seen. Okay, people used to go for the cattle. They used to rear the cattle like goats, cows, okay, buffaloes. That's it, and they use the usual product from them and they sell it in the market and earn the huge money from there. That's it. And if we say for the except cattle farming, there is also fish farming. Okay, pisciculture. So pisciculture is also present there. By the pisciculture in suppose in sea, means it's from sea water, and as like from the rivers or lake or pond. Okay, by rearing the fish, people are earning from there. So it is also under the animal husbandry. Now, if I say for poultry farming and broiler farming, so such a farming also helps the people to earn lump sum from there. Okay, so all these matters you have to read. It means that it's a kind of source from where people can earn. People can rear themselves and earn money. As well as if I say from except that many other things cultures, different other cultures are there, like the tissue cultures, okay, of different plants or trees in nursery. Got it? In plant nursery, that is seen. It is also helps to earn the money. Okay, and you have to read from there. As well as if I say for mushroom culture, through mushroom culture also people are earning money. So all such matters you have to take from this last chapter, because this chapter is just telling you only or explaining you only on such matters, and how do people uh, improve their production purpose and they can earn the money. That's it. Okay, the entire topic is given there, and after that, this topic is going to be finished successfully. So, this topic is going to be completed. Means today's video is up to this, and hope you have got the important topic that I already declared here, and you must have to practice based on this matter. You must have to give the tick mark in your entire topic of from each chapter. Okay, so three videos specially I'm giving you on important topics only based on science. Okay, so get ready for it and just wait for the next video. Okay, as well. So till then, read properly. Read the book at first, because book is the most preferable part at first. Then watch my videos. Then give the tick mark. Then start revising again and again. For sure, you will get 100% success. Okay. Till then, bye bye. Stay safe.